Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, guys, this is a continuation of upload the Iraqi Transport Minister's revelation and the Sumerian sky gods, and how I mentioned an individual called Zachariah Sitchin. Well, I just found the original source to that story from the Independent. I'm just going to play it. This is where the Iraqi transport minister, as far as I'm concerned, he's part of the Masonic order, the fraternity, Freemasonry, and these puppet governments and their minions, as it were, appointed minions, ambassadors, and whoever they are part of the same structure. And you'll see exactly where I'm going with this. Let's just listen to what he's got to say first.
وربما حتى قسم كبير من الناس اللي في محافظة ذي قار لا يعلمون أن أول المطارات التي أنشئت في كوكب الأرض قبل 5000 سنة قبل الميلاد أنشئت في ذي قار. واللي ما يصدق يقرأ كتاب المؤرخ الكبير المتخصص في الدراسات السومرية زكريا سينشن، أو يعود إلى كتب صاموئيل كريمر، أو يعود إلى الكتاب الذي ألفه أجي ويلز حول هذا الموضوع، والذي يحمل عنوان باللغة الإنجليزية History Begins from Sumer. التاريخ يبدأ من سومر. كان يتكلم عن أولى المطارات التي أنشئت في كوكب الأرض، أنشئت في هذا المكان. إن هذا المكان هو أأمن مكان تهبط فيه الطائرات وتقلع منه الطائرات، لأن هناك بعض المؤثرات الجوية التي تثقل تحركات الطائرة وتحد من مناورتها غير موجودة في مطار ذي قار. يعني في مش مطار ذي قار، في كل أجواء ذي قار أجواء آمنة للطائرات، ليست فيها أي مؤثرات جوية سلبية. كل ما يتوفر في أجواء ذي قار هو أجواء إيجابية، بمعنى أن السومريين لما استقروا في هذه الأرض كانوا يعلمون تماما أن هذه الأرض بأجواءها هي أجواء ملائمة للتحليق في الفضاءات، وكان من هنا تنطلق المركبات الفضائية السومرية نحو الكواكب الأخرى. والسومريين أول من اكتشف الكوكب رقم 12 الذي اعترفت به
The 12th planet they're referring to, Nibiru. There you go.
وكالة نازل الفضاء قبل بضعة أيام، والذي أطلقوا عليه نيبيرو، ويدور حول الشمس ب 3600 سنة كل دورة.
Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect the Ummah. This is such a huge deception taking place. Let's see when this was posted, the 5th of October. 5th of October. I've mentioned previously in Zachariah Sitchin and his works, and how he's part of the same deception. Again, if you have done the sort of research that I have done and I've had the benefit of, you come finally at some point the conclusion that I have, and that this is a huge deception that they're staging and unfolding on the Ummah. Now imagine the Iraqis right now. There's a huge demographic there who basically buy into this nonsense, and these are Muslims. Subhanallah, it's the Iman that's being basically attacked over here by talking about these extraterrestrial beings and stuff. And then we're anticipating this arrival, as it were, of this binary system. And again, like I said, the staged extraterrestrial contact and these beings that I've mentioned in the PDF science. Again, I'll leave a link to that PDF to the description box. But I want to move on quickly, very quickly, to the individual he mentioned, Zachariah Sitchin. Hold on, let's go back to it for a second.
وربما حتى قسم كبير من الناس اللي في محافظة ذي قار لا يعلمون أن أول المطارات التي أنشئت في كوكب الأرض قبل 5000 سنة قبل الميلاد أنشئت في ذي قار. واللي ما يصدق.
There you go, Zachariah Sitchin. Read the book of a great historian. So you can tell that this guy is basically pushing this individual, and the narrative that he is Zachariah Sitchin has been pushing, he's almost promoting him. And you can see that who's basically pulling his strings and who's telling him to address. Look at the media channels here, right? These are all in the Arab nation, and just imagine how many media channels are going to basically then push and peddle this story. about extraterrestrial beings, right? And Sumeria, and then Babylon. Genuinely, our ulama have to look into this now. You know, there's seriously leverage, and the evidence is mounting up to the hypothesis have been put together for uh, a while now, and I just want them to look into this. I really fear that it's going to be a little too late, you know, and uh, inshallah ta'ala, that's not going to be the case. Anyway, let's very quickly just go and find out who Zachariah Sitchin is. Remember this face for me, please. These are images of Zachariah Sitchin. That particular tablet is the one with the solar system in it and this ninth elusive planet, which is apparently Nibiru, right? The 12th planet, there you go, or the 10th planet, and Planet X. There's many names for it. And Zachariah Sitchin was this historian, this great historian, which, as far as I'm concerned, there was nothing great about him. He was just part of the Masonic order and given this particular mission, as it were, to push this particular concept in those days for it to come into fruition now. So you can see how Shaitan is planning Lanatullahi alayhi since for God knows how many years. I mean, I'm just giving you a small um, section of history over here, which is 50 years ago, right? Around about 50 years. This whole plan goes back a millennia and further, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. But if you look at the pattern that emerges, you can easily see the grubby fingerprints of Shaitan all over this. Now, I'm just going to show you Zachariah Sitchin. I want you to remember this face. Let's just get closer images of him so you guys can remember exactly what he looks like. There you go. That's Zachariah Sitchin. Remember that face for me for a second, please, because I'm going to show you something else now. Ulama, please, please, please. This is really important now. You have to take notes. Sorry about that. Let's take the music off. Right. This is a Freemasonic lodge, and you'll see Masons in their regalia in the background, a four-drop, and all Mason members of the fraternity. And I'm going to show you Zachariah Sitchin in the same lodge. And this straight away made me very suspicious about this individual. There you go. That's Zachariah Sitchin. The individual that I just showed you guys. Hold on. Zachariah Sitchin. This guy is here. And this is why he's masking himself. Now, this isn't the best video, right, of him. At least it's not clear. But here you go. This guy is this guy. And the only reason why he hid his face is because he doesn't want any video evidence of him being a Freemason, simply because they would anyone who'd come across it would draw the same conclusion I have, that there's something very suspicious about this individual and the fraternity he's allied with, because we already know that Freemasonry works in the shadows, and they're basically allied with Shaitan, with Lucifer, with the ancient Egyptian mythology and Sumerian mythology, and then this individual obviously has been cherry-picked to push this narrative. Read up on Zachariah Sitchin and the stuff that he's pushing on him really genuinely, and you'll see, and the chances are you'll probably come to the same conclusion that I have, that there's something very, very um, suspicious about this character. Okay, and it just doesn't. There you go. That's him, right? He's pushing this whole kind of, and he's a fraud. I mean, there you go. Someone else has put it over. He's a fraud. Subhanallah. So I mean, again, it needs to be studied, because now you got the Iraqi transport minister pushing this whole Zachariah Sitchin being a great historian, when I've just shown you that this guy was he was a Mason. He's a Freemason. I'm sorry, I'm just, subhanAllah, but forgive me for the aggressive language. It's out of character, but you can see how this is, matters are coming to a head right now. I can see this literally happening in a few months, and it doesn't seem like any of our ulama are aware of this, or concerned about this extraterrestrial kind of narrative that's taking root, or about this binary system having entered our solar system, and this binary star, and how it's going to be used to help stage this extraterrestrial contact. I mean, I can see it like, it's happening right before me, but trying to draw the attention of our beloved ulama, it's just really getting very frustrating and very upsetting. Um, Sorry, I'm just having a rant again, but inshallah, ta'ala, someone's going to take a look at this, and hopefully we're going to prevent some um, serious damage before it unfolds, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best upon the ummah. Again, jazakallah khairan wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.